MYM Solutions, Session 4, Property Search functionality of the system. Now, John said that he wanted a one-bedroom, and he wanted it in the downtown area, and he wanted to be under $1,100 per month, and he had pets. So he's not opposed to condos. He wanted an apartment or a condo. So now I'm in the property search criteria screen. And if you look here in this box, you'll have your basic search type. The listing type, apartment, condo, house, or townhome. In this particular instance, I'm going to select apartment and condos. Bedrooms, any number, efficiency, 1, 2, 3, 3 or more. He wants a 1. And bathrooms, he wants a 1. Year built, he doesn't really care. Square feet, it's not a big concern for him. Minimum rent, he doesn't want to go over $1,100. Someone in that price range wants a higher end property, so I'm going to go anywhere between 9, and this may vary just depending on your market. But in Jacksonville, you can get a pretty nice place between $900 and $1,200. A lot of communities run specials as well, so you don't want to shortchange your customer. Sometimes you actually want to go a little bit higher than what they ask for, because you may be able to find them a month free that's prorated and get them a better special. You'd hate to send them information and have them lease at a property that was running a crazy special that the price point is usually higher. That's just my recommendation. John's pet is actually a cat, and to the right you'll see the areas. And in Jacksonville I'm going to shoot downtown, but I'm also going to do 2 areas that are considered somewhat downtown, Riverside and San Marco. And there's a whole functionality. Apartment features. You can search by communities that have dishwashers, washer and dryers, stove, microwaves, alarms. I mean, there's every single feature you can search for. Unless it's something that the client specifically says is important to them, honestly, typically I will not plug all this in, because I want to give him as many of the best options as possible. You can even search on cable, heat, sewer, trash pickup, all bills paid, internet. I mean, every single thing that you can think of, you can search by. You can also search by zip codes, parking options, schools. But, for this case, he's pretty open. I'm going to do just an initial basic search. So I've selected my criteria. As you can see here in this box, this basic search box, and I'm going to click search. And now all the properties that fit his price range are coming up in the downtown area. Downtown area, we have 3 main communities. So we're looking at the Carling, the Metropolitan Lofts, and Villas of St. John's. All have multiple floor plans. So what you can do is you can actually click on the property, to kind of take a look at it. All the floor plans, pictures. You can add notes. If you click here to the notes to the right side, you can actually put a client note. This is a fantastic option, running 1 month free. Has an amazing fitness center, which he said was important. So, excuse my grammar spelling here, but that's just a sample of what you can do on the system. I can update the information, and I can actually call the Carling Apartments and speak to them and register that particular client. So I'd call the Carling and register, and then I can actually select who I registered. I registered John on the 2nd. I spoke with Natalie at the property, and she is the assistant manager. And how did I register her? Via phone. And then I can submit the note. And what that does, it also helps protect you. So a month down the road when John leases and you go to get credit from that property, you can actually provide proof that you registered them on such date and such time and spoke with Natalie. So I want to make this a favorite. So you want to click on this box here that says favorite. Okay. So I've listed this property as a favorite. Okay. You can click up here to go to the next property, or you can actually go back to the main presentation page, which is what we're going to do here. So I've made the Carling the favorite, and you can do the same with like the Metropolitan Lofts. You can go in there. You can add notes for the client. You can register the client. The notes section is here. You can register the client. If you need to print that particular property, you can print, and you can notate this as a favorite. Now, once you've called the properties and gotten all the updated specials, what you want to do typically, because the property specials, and even now a lot of properties pricing is changing daily, so you definitely want to call the properties. Villas of St. John's you can select. Now, I want to select the Villas of St. John's, the Metropolitan Lofts. You can also, if you don't want to actually go into the property and you're very familiar with the property, you can actually just go over here, check the properties that you want, and click up at the top, Make Favorite. Right here, Make Favorite. Are you sure you wish to save these as favorite? Do you want to click OK? And now these are all favorites. So now what I want to do is I want to email John. So I'm going to click on Email. I want to email the favorites to the client. And if you didn't see where I went here, I went over to this left column where you can view favorites, view the client file, email favorites, and if you ever need to go in and refine a search, that's what this box here is for. If you ever need to add any more options or any more properties, that's what you have here. So I want to email John his favorites, and it's from me. In the subject, I'm just going to put John, your apartment options. If you have a script that's already pre-done, an email script that you've created, which I do not, you can select that there. But the message, just put in a custom message. The scripts are nice because if you already have a message script, you can just select that and then it'll just pop in your message for you, which is pretty awesome. You can also register this client with fax registrations. So if you click this box here and you click Send, it is going to send your client's information to every community with a registration page. Some communities like this, some absolutely do not. So just check with your team lead or your office manager to find out what the policies are of your office. Now that I have this in here, you can type your little message in. All you really have to do is select Send. And that presentation has been sent. And if you kind of look here, you can kind of see what your client's going to be seeing. Now when John receives his email and starts opening these properties, you're going to get an email showing that he has viewed these properties.